now we're making elegant artichoke cups. I'll have the recipe down below in the little description thing. The first thing you do is you put 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in a Pampered Chef prep bowl. They're very useful for just little things like that. I also have some garlic waiting in here. And they come in sets of 2 with little lids. They're freezer safe and microwave safe. And
how does the measuring spoon work?
How does the measuring spoon work? This is our adjustable measuring spoon. We have the tablespoon and the teaspoon. You adjust them. So this one goes from 1 tablespoon to 1 teaspoon. And it goes like this. You just move it up and down to whatever size you need. This one goes from 1 teaspoon to 1/8 of a teaspoon. And you can take this off so you can really clean it. But when it's on, it's leak proof, so it doesn't make it the wrong size.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you next.
Yes. And so, you can also, they're squares, so they go into like baking soda boxes easier. Also, you can just set them down and lay them down if you want to get your measurement ready and just have it waiting to go in. So, we'll get our tablespoon of vegetable oil first. And put it here. Okay, and then you want to make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And then we're going to get the wonton wrappers up.
For you.
Yes. You usually find the wonton wrappers in the vegetable section at like Walmart or Fred Meyer's.
I didn't find them at
like
Winkle.
This. And we're going to lay them out on the Pampered Chef cutting board, which has little notches for inches and centimeters if you want to cut uniform pieces for like platters or whatever.
I like that.
Hey, man.
Also, it doesn't
Hey, man.
it doesn't dull the Pampered Chef knives on it. So we have these laid out. And I usually just do this right on the Mini-Muffin Pan that we're going to do it. But for this demonstration, I'll put it right here so it's easier to see. We're going to use the Pampered Chef Basting brush. You see right here, has a little holder. I kind of use it to hold on to it. But it's actually for when you put it in a bowl. So it'll stay and it won't fall into the bowl and you don't have to clean it. And it has little silicone bristles so that when it gets older, it won't start coming out and you won't have bristles in your food. And it is dishwasher safe. Okay, and then we're going to put the oil over the wonton shells. We'll just need a little bit of oil to cover it.
More like Sideshow Bob.
Yes.
Okay. Don't kick the kids on the way out.
What?
Don't kick the kids on the way out.
Kick the kids?
Okay. And then we're going to take the Tart Shaper to put it in this Mini-Muffin Pan, which is stick-proof. You put it in on top of the hole, and you take the tart maker, and you press down on it, and it makes a little wonton shell. Like so. Okay, I think we're going to pause the video and fast forward. Alright, so now that we have all the wontons in the Mini-Muffin Pan that we put in with the tartlets, they're all covered in oil, we're going to put them in the oven, which has been preheated to 350. I'm going to put them in there for 6 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to mix up the filling. We're going to start doing the filling of the elegant artichoke cups. And we're going to use the food chopper.
Yay!
Which, if you are a hostess in July, you can get the food chopper for $12.40. It's normally $31. You could also get the simple slicer, which we used in the potato chip demonstration. You can get it for $11.80. You can get the ultimate mandolin, which cuts and grades different foods. Sort of like the simple slicer, but it does more. It's on sale for $26 if you're a hostess in July. And then the manual food processor, which I don't have, is basically the bigger version of the food chopper. You can do salsas and smoothies and stuff in it.
No, the mini.
And also in July, you can get more free money. I'll put a link down below to this little sheet so you can look at it.
Bless you.
I bet.
That was the host
Hey!
of Julie's.
Oh, I thought maybe she had something she could show up for your demonstration, but I bought it.
So this is a red bell pepper. Hey! Quiet. This is a red bell pepper. So my mom says it looks orange though. But normally you use a red bell pepper. You cut it in half, and you cut it into little thirds. You probably want to take out the seeds parts.
You
I
know, the
always
green
do.
ones are hot, and they burn your eyes if you don't wash your hands afterwards.
Huh, I never had that problem.
So you want to cut these up. Like you said, the manual food processor is a little bigger if you like to do like salsas and stuff, but this works really well for just chopping up things for recipes. I'm going to put that in there. And we'll chop it.
Now, do you have to use the cover?
Huh?
Do you have to
You
use
don't have to use this cover on here, like she was saying. You can use the board. It won't cut up the board, and the board won't dull the blades, and nor will this. So you don't have to.
I like to, it's less messy.
But yes, it's less messy. They do have a Pampered Chef scraper. It's this little thing. It's kind of curved, and you hold it, and you can scrape it to scrape your food off. Press pause on. So you take the...
Do you still need the oven on?
No. Oh, well, yeah. We take the
No, you
wontons...
just turned it off.
Oh, it needs to be on 350. Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry.
So we took the wontons out. She used her Pampered Chef pot holder from May. We don't sell these anymore. It's from the Help with Cancer sale, and it's a pink product, so it's not available anymore. But we do have other pot holders available still. And we put the wontons on this cooling tray. These legs, I won't do it now because the tray's hot. They fold up and under, so it's easy to store. And it cools down your things really nicely. And it looks very pretty. Alright, so we'll continue chopping these. And then when we're done, we'll open it up and check to make sure. Because sometimes things with peels won't chop just because the peel's kind of rough. But these all chopped very well. Then we're going to put it in our batter bowl, which the Pampered Chef batter bowl has a little spout so you can pour things out. And it has a little handle, and it has, it fills up to 8 cups. And the numbers are embossed on so they won't wash off. And then it comes with a lid, because when I make these wonton cups, I always have a lot of leftovers. So you can just put the lid on and put it in the fridge and make some more for the next day or whatever. Okay, I'm going to use the pink scraper. Normally I use the mix and stir scraper that Pampered Chef has, but I left it at home. So we're going to use Teresa's pink scraper, which again is only available in May, but we have other scrapers that are available for purchase still. And they work really well because they scrape against the bowl really nicely. So we'll get these in here.
And Teresa's got a special one.
Put this here. Oh, and what's the nice thing about this food chopper too is that when it's time to clean it, it can be taken completely apart, and it's dishwasher safe. But that's kind of the annoying thing about some of these things is that you can't really get in there and clean it. But with this, you can, and it's easy to put right back together again because we'll be using it again. Right. So we're going to take the artichokes now. We're going to do the same thing. You just need 1 can of artichoke hearts. And these don't really need to be cut up, but there's a lot of them, so they need to be done in turn. So I'll probably cut up this batch, and then we'll fast forward through the future. And see, all nicely chopped. Now we're going to add the sour cream and the mayonnaise to our mixture here.
Oh, no, Nick won't eat these.
And for these, I really
Can't see the brand name of this. Oh, not supposed to show the brand name of the.
okay. And so we have the measuring cup, which this measures dry and liquids. You measure the liquids from this side with the little spout, and you take it down like this to measure the solids. And so we need 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. So we're going to put it on 1/4, like so. Okay. Open up the mayonnaise. I'm going to put it right here. And
Mayonnaise.
this is really nice for stuff like peanut butter or regular butter where it doesn't want to come out once you put it in. Because after you've got it all in there, all you have to do is go and you can scrape it off.
Nice.
Wow! And then I believe I need I think you need 1/4 cup of sour cream too. I always use sour cream. Maybe this one doesn't, but I do. It makes it taste better. Yeah. So we'll do the same thing.
Getting mayonnaise in my sour cream, man.
Go. So we scrape off the top. And just go boop. And it falls right in. But yes, this is very, very useful for things like peanut butter that really don't like to come out. So we'll mix this with Teresa's pink scraper. And see, the scrapers always scrape really nicely. They almost clean the bowl. And I believe all the scrapers are heat resistant up to 350 degrees. Don't quote me on that though, but I know at least the mix and scrape one is. And the mini mix and scrape. So with it being heat resistant, you don't get the plastic scrapers that have the little melted spot on it. Okay, so we got that all mixed up. We're going to press pause, and next we're going to grate the cheese. So we're going to start cutting the mozzarella cheese, which we're going to cut on the ultimate mandolin, which you can also use to cut things. It has several different settings. It comes with a box, and it can crinkle cut things. It can cut them like this. I've never tried that before. And it can cut them regularly, like the simple slicer. So the simple slicer is basically its little sister. Okay, so we're gonna, much like the simple slicer, we're gonna just stab the cheese through.
Pour cheese.
Make sure you press down. And if you get fresh mozzarella, make sure you put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. Otherwise, fresh mozzarella just doesn't want to grate. It's way too soft and moist. Or you can do what my mom did. She brought the one that has less moisture in it, so it's much easier to grate. Can you see? Grades like that. Grades nicely. And we have it on the flexible Pampered chef mats. They come in little sets. And August, they're going to be for guests. In August, if you spend $60 or more, you can get the mini set of flexible mats for free. And they have notches for inches and centimeters, just like the regular board. But you can put ingredients in like that. Okay. Now we're going to grade the Parmesan cheese. And we're going to grate it with the microplane grater. It comes with a little cover, so it's protected. And you push the button on the side here and pull it towards you. And you can make it like this. You can make it like this, so it stands. Or you can close it up so it can be stored easily. Move the mandolin out of the way. Okay, and it comes with this little thing.
It's over there next to you.
Oh,
was wondering how that worked.
We're going to put a little piece of Parmesan in there. You can put a bigger piece in there. I've got little pieces though. And then you hold this plastic part over like this.
Holy crap, that was fast.
Yes, cuts very quickly. And this is the microplane fine grater. There's one that cuts thicker pieces too. This is for like Parmesan where you want it to be grated up really finely. And on the recipe, it calls for 2 ounces of mozzarella and 1 ounce of Parmesan, but I usually use 4 ounces of mozzarella and 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese. This is a little bit more than 2 ounces though.
Can you use that for nuts?
Huh?
Can you use that to grind nuts?
I've never used it to grind nuts, but it should be able to. You might want a coarser one to ground nuts though, but for the smaller ones I'm sure you could. Okay, now that we're done, we're going to put most of this in the bowl and the rest we're going to save to sprinkle on top. Put it in here, and we'll mix it all up, and we'll press pause and go get the wontons. We also have to put 1 clove of garlic in the mixture. For this, we're going to use the Pampered Chef garlic presser. Put the garlic in here. I'm going to put in the prep bowl with some of our pre-cut garlic. You close it like this, and you press down, and the garlic, see, it broke very easily. And the Pampered Chef garlic presser comes with this little brush, and you can scrape it off like this, so you get all the garlic off. And then you can open it up and put the little brush into there so that you can take out all of the garlic. So it's very easy to clean. Ta-da! And so you have all your garlic. Okay, now we're going to be putting in the wontons. So we're going to take the adjustable measuring spoon and we're going to put it in the wonton cups like this. You can be liberal or you can put a little bit in. This depends on your taste. I usually put a lot in because they're quite delicious.
Are they magically delicious?
Yes. Okay, and we're going to fast forward through time. Now we're ready to put them in the oven at 350 degrees like before. You got all the filling in. We're going to put them in here and we're going to cook them for 8 minutes until they're golden brown. Okay.
And then we're going to stir at the oven for 8 minutes.
So these will all be linked under as well. But here are some of the hostesses and guest specials for the next coming months. For June, if you buy something $60 or more at a party, you get to choose a free peeler. You get to choose from a vegetable peeler, a julienne peeler, a serrated peeler, or an avocado peeler. Yeah.
Not much time left in June, though.
No. And you can, if you email me, I can make sure you get this special if you're ordering online. And then you can get a free ice cream scoop if you are a guest at a party in July and you spend $60 or more. The ice cream scoops are very good. My friend has one of them and they're very nice to use because they have a pointed end and so it really gets the ice cream. For hostess specials, we'll go ahead and skip the ones in June. June is almost up, but there will be a link down under if you think you want to throw together a last minute party. But for July, they're offering more money and free products starting at $650 in guest sales. It'll start adding up $100 and plus more. Starting at $1,000 plus in guest sales, you'll get $200 more in free products. And also, you get to choose between the Ultimate Mandolin, the manual food processor, the food chopper, or the simple slicer, and you get 60% off. And you get to choose one of those items. And that's just for throwing a party. Okay, now we're all finished. We're going to get some hot holders. Again, the Pampered Chef one. Very nice and pretty.
And they still have pot holders for sale, too.
We still have pot holders, just not the pink one. And they're very good. There we go. And here's the completed product. We're going to do a quick drawing and some finish up now.
Don't we need to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on these
Oh,
guys?
yes, we sprinkled the Parmesan cheese on them to make them all pretty and delicious.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Nummy nummies.
So, at the end of every party, I have a little drawing, and the prize for this is our Holden slice. I actually don't have one. I'll be ordering one though from this party. A Holden slice is kind of like a long comb, and you put in like potatoes or tomatoes and other vegetables, and you can hold it so you can cut your vegetables without it falling all over the place, or when it gets down to that really little bit and it doesn't stay put. So we have in here everyone that came to the party and 2 people who were going to come but weren't feeling well, but they're still ordering stuff.
Oh, actually, you should probably put Sandy's name in there too, because she said she was going to order something.
Okay.
Just in case. That's really sad. If you're going to do that for them, only fair.
Okay. And everyone else that orders something in the future, we're sorry. Alright. Mix it all up. And Mariah won. I think she won last time too. And also, if you're a hostess, you also get our season's best for free. It's there's a whole bunch of them. They come out every season, as the name implies, and they're full of all sorts of fun recipes that you can do. And it's a really great book. It comes, it's only $1. So yeah. And if you want to order anything, you can go to my website, which will be listed below, to order. You can order from this party until Wednesday. Just go to my website and type in Jennifer Gatlin's name. Her name will be spelled down below for you.
And what day is Wednesday?
Wednesday, I'm not sure what day Wednesday is.
June. Let's see, today's the 24th, 25th, 26th, June 27th.
June 27th is the last day to turn in stuff for this party. But if it's after that day, you're still free to order from my website. Or if you wish, you can host a party and get in on all those great deals, which will also be listed below if you missed the deals, and you can see what you want to buy. All right. And not every party is filmed, so you don't have to worry about being on camera.
And if you'd come to the party, you would have food too. Dun dun dun. Nom noms.
Nom.